I think there's something special about the ice cream truck. You know, there's something to be said about chasing the truck, about hearing the music and wondering, okay, where is the truck? Can I find it? We're bringing back the memory of coming to the ice cream truck. I'm Tasha, also known as Momma P, and this is Dolores, and this is our story. I was a teacher, an administrator, principal for 12 years. My last year was a really difficult year, and I just kind of made the decision towards the end of the year that I had lost my passion for teaching, and I thought it would just be best to take a break. I think that the classroom is so important that kids don't need a grouchy, burned out teacher. And then I retired and I opened up my own ice cream truck. Really, the idea came to me about 11 years ago when our oldest son was just a tiny little guy. And the idea came when we were at a park and we heard the ice cream truck music and everyone got excited, and then we saw like the sketchy van with the sketchy guy driving. And I just realized, that's what ice cream trucks had kind of become. And so I told my husband, when I retire, I'm going to open up a polka dotted ice cream truck. I wanted to make the ice cream truck fun and safe and memorable, and so here I am. The name Momma P is very special to me. When I was a teacher in Memphis before we moved here to Tallahassee, one of my former middle school students gave me that nickname. He was kind of one of those kids who loved life and was just super excited about everything besides school. And so it was always a lot of fun having him in my room. And so instead of calling me Mrs. Pizarro, he just nicknamed me Momma P. And so when I had to come up with an idea for the name of my business and the name of my truck, I decided that Momma P would be very fitting. And so when people like holler that at me, or if I'm at a school and they call me Momma P, it's always very near and dear to my heart. My family has always been super supportive. My husband was a teacher's husband for 12 years and supported me in that aspect of my life. So now he's an ice cream truck husband. He actually does a lot of work on my truck, has really helped Dolores get up and running where she should be. And so my boys, I have 2 boys, they're really supportive. They love the ice cream as well. And so without them, I really wouldn't have been able to be as successful. Owning an ice cream truck definitely has its benefits. I do miss being a teacher and being a principal. I miss, seeing my kids every day. I don't miss grading papers. But, owning an ice cream truck, I do still get to develop those relationships, whether it's with kids or with adults. Everyone's excited to see me when I show up, so I do enjoy it a little bit more. The best thing about my job is just making people happy. And, for my older customers, it's about bringing that memory back. And for my younger customers, it's really about, starting that memory for them. And so, you can't beat, adults jumping up and down when they see you and trying to flag you down, or, people at a stoplight, taking pictures, or, the other day I had a little kid visit me for the very first time. And so all of that just makes it so worth it every day.
Okay. All right. Hey, you know me too well.
Well, one of the things I've found out to be really important is to really give back to our community here in Tallahassee. And especially being a former educator, I think that helping schools in whatever way that I can is really important. Because for me, I try to run my business, obviously watching the bottom line, but it's not always about making money. But any time I can help out, like during the hurricanes, providing ice cream to like the first responders or the Red Cross or the linemen, any opportunity we can do, to help out, I think is really important, to make our community a better place. and to give to those that may not have an opportunity to have the ice cream truck come through, or people that are just working really hard. I think it's just fun to be able to treat them to something. When I look in the far, far, far future, I don't know exactly the plans that God has for me and my family. And so I think it is just kind of taking it one day at a time, one event at a time. We were talking, about maybe moving at one point, and there was a time where I was like, we're building such a great relationship here in Tallahassee. I was like, I don't want to move. I don't want to take Dolores somewhere else and have to start from the very bottom again. And so that was kind of tugging at my heart, because I don't want to move anywhere else. I hope it inspires people that it doesn't matter how old you are, you can always change directions when it comes to your career, and really nothing is impossible. There's no idea that's like too crazy. If you have a passion for it, I think you can explore it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if it does, well, you may own an ice cream truck, so why not?